everybody, what is up? My name is Mackenzie.
And I'm Jonathan.
We are husband and wife, and we'd like to welcome you to TerreDice.
And it is 2 days, a day and a half left until Bark Avenue closes on Kickstarter. You may know, hopefully if we've been doing our job well, you have heard that we are running a Kickstarter campaign for our own game, Bark Avenue, which we designed, where you are dog walkers on the streets of New York. So we would be remiss to not shout that out here on our channel. And then tomorrow we have a live stream at 10:35 a.m. where we're going to be doing a playthrough and answering some of your questions about Bark Avenue.
Yeah, so at the time this is released, there are 36 hours left of the Bark Avenue campaign. So we funded, which means we reached our funding goal in the first 6 hours of the campaign. Woo! Thank you guys so much for your support. We were blown away. And it's just been a lot of fun. And we just really want to thank you guys. So starting next week, we will return to regular content. We have an awesome review of
Disney's Big Thunder Mountain.
An awesome review of Big Thunder Mountain, but we will still be sliding in updates here and there about Bark Avenue. But if you want to stay totally up to date, you can join our newsletter or go follow us over on that Kickstarter page. Now, without further ado, here is a story that was done on Bark Avenue and TerreDice games featuring me, Jonathan, and of course, little Emma. So enjoy, you guys.
It's rather remarkable, but this cute little cavapoo is responsible for a growing board game business. Her name is Emma, and she belongs to Mackenzie and Jonathan Junk.
So she is definitely has been with us the whole time, and she's the big mascot. She really helps with the game.
The couple met when Jonathan attended Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology, and Mackenzie was going to Indiana State. After they were married, they moved to New York City, where Jonathan worked as a software engineer. Mackenzie landed singing, acting roles, including a national tour with a stop in the Valley. But in 2020, things changed. The lockdown meant performing jobs were all but impossible to find for Mackenzie. Things were better for Jonathan. He continued to work, except remotely. So they left the lockdowns of New York and lived in Terre Haute for several months. That's where Emma comes in. They got her while in Indiana, and because of her and because of Mackenzie's experience with a dog walking business in New York and the couple's love of board games, an idea was developed.
At first, we'd work on it, hey, let's work on it once a week. But as it really started to pick up, we're talking every night till 2 a.m. This was our passion project.
The game was eventually called Bark Avenue. For the next 2 years, the couple developed the game. Mackenzie's creativity and Jonathan's engineering mind was a good combination. But it was still a lot of work. So many things had to be considered. Playability, visual appeal, legal requirements, production, distribution, the list goes on. Also, they had to establish credibility in the board game world. So they started a YouTube channel that reviews board games called TerreDice Games. TerreDice is now a team comprised of artists, video producers, and more. And Bark Avenue is a reality.
New York City. The morning has begun and the streets fill. The hustle and bustle begins again. Their furry friends await their return, and that is where you come in.
Oh, and it may come as no surprise, but that's Emma, front and center on the box cover, running down a New York street and hopefully into the homes of many board game players.
All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that little behind the scenes of Bark Avenue. If you have any questions about Bark Avenue or TerreDice games in general, you can just pop them down below. We'd love to talk to you or talk to us on the Kickstarter page. And again, thank you so much for being here. It really means a lot that we've been able to do this over the past two and a half years, and we have no intention of stopping. We have a lot of exciting things in the works as far as YouTube and games, and just thank you. But stay tuned. All right, guys, we'll see you next time.
Happy playing!